The quest. He was 17 when he started his quest. That is when he decided to leave the home nest. For the next 4 years, he lived on ships, moved about the world, going on continuous trips. He visited all sorts of exciting places, lived among people of different cultures, different races. Hong Kong, Vietnam, Japan, Philippines, and Taiwan, to name a few. Each place he visited or lived was exciting and new. At 21, he moved to Puerto Rico, an island paradise. Met and lived with wonderful people and learned to like rice. At 22, he was fortunate enough to meet and marry his wife. They both took their vows to love each other until the end of life. He was 23 when he moved her to California. San Diego was the place. 4 years and 2 children later, of moving again, they did embrace. It was off to the Midwest and back to where he was born, back to Nebraska, a land famous for football and corn. At 30, it was time for another adventure. So off again they went. This destination was Misawa, Japan, far away in the Orient. 2 years later, it was back to the States and the Midwest, this time to St. Louis, Missouri. Was this the end of their travel quest? At 37, it was on the road again to a town in Kansas called Topeka. His wife and family were relieved. At least it wasn't Costa Rica. 5 years later, they came upon him something he called wanderlust. So they headed for the island of Bermuda, leaving Topeka in the dust. At 42, they moved this time to Florida, the Sunshine State. It seems they found a home. This place was the land of their fate. Now 22 years later, in a Florida city called Jacksonville, his wife and he are still together, happy and living there still.